Money Mindset Mastery. Transform your thinking, transform your finances. Ever wish money felt easier, like it actually worked for you, instead of weighing you down? Imagine if making financial decisions from a place of peace and not from panic. Paying bills without stress, saving with purpose. That old voice saying, "I'm not good with money," it's time to quiet that down. I believe financial freedom starts with mindset. And that's why I created Money Mindset Mastery, to help you reshape your beliefs and finally feel in control. What if money wasn't your biggest source of stress, but your greatest tool for peace? What if you could build real wealth, not just in your bank account, but in your habits, in your mindset, and in your daily life? That's what this show is about. Welcome to Money Mindset Mastery, where we can turn knowledge into clarity and clarity into action. I'm Jax Crider, and I'm here to help you master the mindset behind money. Because when you shift your thinking, your finances start to follow. With over 20 years of experience in the mortgage and the financial space, I've seen firsthand how powerful your mindset can be in shaping your financial future. And now I'm here to share what works with you. Each week on Money Mindset Mastery, I will give you practical, no-fluff tools to end emotional spending, build habits that stick, unlearn toxic money beliefs, and create a new, empowered relationship with your finances. You don't need to be perfect with money. You just need to be present with your values, your goals, and your truth. Money isn't just about numbers, it's about how you think. And when your mindset shifts, so does your life. Welcome to Money Mindset Mastery. Let's begin. The science of manifesting money. It's not magic, it's your brain. You're already manifesting, and the problem is you're manifesting the wrong thing. So, you've heard people say, manifest money, but here's the truth. It is not magic, guys. It's your brain. And if you understand exactly how it works, you can hack and bring more money in more often. But the key is we've got to understand it. We got to understand what this is, how this works, and how we get going. By the end of this episode, you're going to have a simple science-backed method to start spotting opportunities and attracting money right now. Ever bought or thought about buying a new car and then all of a sudden you literally see it everywhere? It's like, what the heck? I never knew this many of that car existed, or even the particular color. So like not just the car, but the car in the particular color that you're really like, ooh, that's beautiful. And then literally all you can do is see it. Okay, so this is your RAS, and we're gonna talk about what RAS is and how it works, and how we're going to take that and reshift and use it to our advantage, okay? What the RAS is it is the part of the brain called the reticular activating system. So it acts like a filter for the world, okay? So what this sucker does is that your brain is a very powerful tool, and it is filtering out millions of bits of data per second. And it only shows you what it thinks actually matters. Because can you imagine how ridiculously overwhelming it would be if it actually was showing us every single piece of data it was actually taking in? Like, we'd get hella overwhelmed, right? So what you focus on is going to expand. Because what happens is the RAS is going to literally notice what you tell it to notice. So you're actually telling your brain what's important, what we're noticing, and why we are noticing it, okay? So again, we're going to use the example, and in this case, we're going to say red car, okay? So you decide you're going to buy this red car, whatever kind of car it is, fill in the blank. It could be a really expensive one, like a Ferrari, all the way down to a less expensive one, whatever. But now, all of a sudden, whether that car is uber rare or super common, you are literally going to do nothing but see it. It's like your brain is going to be like, ooh, we talked about that red car, and so now we're going to see it. And so we can literally do the exact same thing with money and opportunities and connections and clients and all of these things. We can do this. But the key is we've got to tap into the RAS. We first of all have to understand what it is, and then we got to understand how it works and how we really like grasp it and pull it out, okay? So let's talk a little bit about a story that is like a part of my life. So I made the decision roughly a year ago that I wanted to get on more stages. So I really decided, I was like, hey, even though it makes me feel a little bit uncomfortable to put myself out there in that way because I'm very analytical and I get in my own head a lot, I really want to start getting on stages because I have a voice, I have a message, I have these things that I want to do and I want to help people with, but I've never really been somebody to be on stages. So I want to be on stages. And so because I started looking for it, guess what happened? I started getting offered opportunities to get on stages. Now, whether these were big stages, like I spoke at this big Women in Power event, or whether they were smaller stages, like I was asked to be a guest on a few podcasts and things of this kind of sort, didn't really matter. They were stages nonetheless. And the reason that my brain was searching for them is because I told it to. I made a decision that I wanted to be on stages. And so I was going to be on stages, right? And I didn't realize it at the time, but I was activating my RAS. I was telling my RAS, hey, guess what? We want to be on stages. So we're going to be on stages. And then all of a sudden, those opportunities just started showing up. And so we're going to start training your brain right now. So number one, I want you to go grab a notebook. Okay? Now that you've got your notebook, hopefully in hand, we're going to go to step 2 as soon as we come back.
Stay tuned. We'll be back right after this message from our sponsors.
Imagine having the power to control your financial destiny, no matter where you start. Welcome to the Financial Mastery Simplified course and resource platform, where financial education is tailored to your unique journey. We cover everything you need, from basic budgeting and saving strategies to advanced investing and retirement planning. Learn at your own pace with lessons that match your level of experience. Whether you're a beginner or looking to enhance your financial knowledge, join our community of learners and benefit from shared insights and expert guidance. The Financial Mastery Simplified course and resource platform equips you with the skills and confidence to take charge of your financial future. Ready to master your finances? Enroll in our courses today at the Financial Mastery Simplified course and resource platform. Start your path to financial independence now.
Visit us at fms.tips and fms.college for more information.
Hello and welcome to PBJ Mortgage, where your home ownership dreams become reality. Today, we want to share why choosing PBJ Mortgage is the right choice for your home financing needs. At PBJ Mortgage, we're built on a foundation of values that drive us every day. Our commitment to educate, empathize, and empower our clients sets us apart in the mortgage industry. Our clients are at the heart of everything we do, and their success stories speak volumes. With years of experience, our team possesses in-depth knowledge of the mortgage programs, ensuring you receive expert guidance and the best possible rates. We offer a diverse range of loan options to suit your unique needs, including conventional, FHA, VA, and more. No matter your situation, we've got a solution. At PBJ Mortgage, we pride ourselves on providing personalized service. Our dedicated loan officers are here to guide you every step of the way, making the process as smooth as making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. We understand that time is of the essence, which is why we've streamlined our processes for efficiency and convenience. Transparency and clear communication are paramount. You'll always know where you stand throughout your mortgage journey. Reach out to us today to set up a call to discover your options. If you're ready to make your home ownership dreams a reality, contact PBJ Mortgage today. Let us empower you during this exciting journey. Phone number 4-693-733-107 www.pbjteam.com. Visit our website or give us a call to get started. We look forward to helping you secure your future home. PBJ Mortgage, where home begins.
Thanks for your patience.
Okay, so now you got that notebook in hand. We are now going to start taking some of the steps to start training our RAS, okay? So step 1, I want you to get very, very clear with what you want. Now, this obviously show is about money, but maybe for you that's not going to be about money. Maybe it's a different kind of a goal. Doesn't really matter. Whatever it is, I want you to write it down in that notebook or that piece of paper you got. Write it down. And remember, and this is really, really important, vague goals equal vague results. What do I mean? Well, remember, you're telling your brain what to look for. So if you tell your brain, I want a car. Okay, well, if you leave your house and live in any city in America where there are vehicles, you're going to see all kinds of cars, right? What car do you want? What does it look like? What kind of mileage does it have? What kind of color is it? What body style is it, right? Like lots of cars have a lot of different kind of body styles. I think it's like that or whatever, okay? Get freaking specific. If we're talking about money, get specific there too. How much money would you like to see in your account? How much opportunity, like let's say that you are a small business owner, how much revenue would you like to see coming into your business? If you're not a small business owner, you're somebody that's just regular W-2, how much bonus would you like to see yourself make? What would you like your side hustle to make? Whatever the case may be, you're going to write it down, okay? It's very, very, very important. So exactly what you're looking for, extra income, opportunities, free resources, whatever it is, I'm going to need you to write that down and get crystal clear on it. And if you need to take a few minutes, you need to pause the episode, perfectly fine. Go ahead, write it down, okay? Perfect. Great. Step 2, we're going to visualize this daily, okay? So, it doesn't need to take a huge amount of time. I'm not trying to spend hours and hours where you're sitting and you're singing Kumbaya to figure out the visual. No, none of that, okay? All I need you to do is sit down, whatever it is you just wrote down, that very firm, exact visualization, and I want you to take 2 minutes, and I want you to see it, feel it, make it vivid, okay? What do I mean by make it vivid? So I want you to tap all of your senses, okay? So literally close your eyes and think deeply about, what does it smell like where you are? What does it taste like? Like, are you at a nice restaurant? Are you eating something fabulous? What do you hear? What does it sound like? Right? Does it sound like waves crashing against the shore? Or again, if you're in that fancy restaurant, maybe you hear, the clinking of glasses or silverware, right? Whatever that is, as many of your senses as you can activate them in this visualization, okay? And the reason why is the more specific you can be, the more you're going to trick your brain into thinking that it's already happening, that this is already a foregone conclusion for you. Okay, so again, make sure that you're sitting down and you're doing this visualization. The first few times you do this, it is going to feel a little silly. It's going to feel a little weird. That's okay. Doesn't matter. You still are going to take that time to really sit down and to think and make it really, really vivid and really, really just a really great visualization. And as it goes on, it's going to get easier. And the visualization will even usually get deeper, right? Because you're going to kind of give your brain an excuse to kind of go down that path that you can kind of lean in. Okay, we want that. Perfect, right? And then step 3, we want to journal for proof of abundance. Okay? The heck does that mean? Journal for proof of abundance? Like, huh? Okay, so what I mean by this is we want to end our day and we want to write down 3 things that you saw or experienced that signify abundance. Again, maybe some of you guys, this is like your first experience with abundance. What does that even mean? I just came here because I want to learn how to get great with money. Okay, wonderful. Abundance can mean anything small, like you found a coin on the ground. Perfect. You got an unexpected win, right? So, I don't know, somebody bought your lunch. Perfect. Somebody gave you an unexpected compliment. You were out and somebody said, man, I love your outfit. Perfect. Right? Whatever it is, whatever that looks like for you, abundance, I want you to write them down. Again, at first, this is going to feel a little weird and a little silly. If you are not really good at knowing how to conjure up this within yourself, if it's not something that you've ever done before, it's going to take some time. Just trust the process. Trust that when you start writing down things that are showing abundance, more abundance is going to show up, and it's going to be easier for you to actually track it. It's going to be way easier for you to be like, oh, yeah, that good thing did happen to me today. Because our brains are actually wired for a negative bias. And so it's way easier for you to see the negative piece than it is for you to see the positive. So we're training our brain. We're literally going in there and training our brain to see all the positive, okay? For instance, here's a good example. You can close your eyes for 60 seconds, literally right now, and we are going to visualize finding money in surprising ways. So close your eyes, and I'm going to walk you through it. When was the last time that you found unexpected money? Here's some examples. You could have received a bonus you were not expecting. You could have found some money that was in a purse that you hadn't seen in a while, and all of a sudden there's $100 that was in a purse that you didn't remember. You got a refund back from something that you did, a medical procedure maybe, and they gave you a refund back, right? Any of these things can be. So go ahead and walk yourself through. Visualize finding money in some of these crazy and surprising ways, okay? Think about ways that have happened in your own life and think about other ways that you could find money, okay? We're going to visualize that. Okay, so now that we've taken a moment to visualize this finding of money in surprising ways, we're going to open our eyes, and we've already started the process of getting our RAS to start seeing and searching for money. I've had people that I've worked with before and that I've worked with in my programs, and at first they told me that these processes felt a little bit silly, like they really weren't sure if this was really going to work. And I just told them, look, just stick with it, stay with it. And if you keep doing this for at least 7 days, ideally 14 to 21, but at least 7 days, you're going to start seeing some things. And one of them even got this crazy, awesome, unexpected bonus at work, and also sold like something in her house that was just kind of hanging out that she really didn't need anymore and she wanted to let go of. And she got cash from that she didn't expect. So money a lot of times is going to show up in ways that you don't expect. But again, you're going to have to train your brain to see it, okay? So your brain doesn't care if it is real or imagined. It just wants proof. So we've got to give it proof. And we've got to give it proof all the time. Because remember, I just told you, your brain has a negative bias. And if you are not giving it positive insights constantly, then guess what's going to happen? You're going to continue to see the negative. And it's why it's so easy to get sucked into that pattern. Because your brain already has a bent for it. That's already what it naturally is going to see. So this isn't your fault. Your brain is literally just wired for that. And so we need to rewire it. We want to get you money mindset mastery. We want to master it, right? And so starting now, what I want you to do is I want you to start a 7-day spot of the money challenge. And that way you can really start walking through and figuring out where some of this is. And on the backside of this break, we're going to come back and we're going to talk a little bit more in depth about results and some of the next steps here.
Stay tuned. We'll be back right after this message from our sponsors.
Welcome to Financial Mastery Simplified, your go-to podcast for making smart money decisions. We break down complex financial topics into easy-to-understand advice you can use every day. Our experts cover everything from budgeting and saving to investing and retirement planning. We give you the tools to take control of your money and build the future you want. With Financial Mastery Simplified, you'll feel informed and empowered to make the best choices for your financial health. Tune in to Financial Mastery Simplified on your favorite podcast platform. Start your journey to financial confidence today.
Visit us at fms.tips and fms.college for more information.
Welcome to House U, where we believe in the power of education. At House U, we're more than just a brand. We're your partner in home ownership, dedicated to educating, equipping, and empowering you every step of the way. Education is at the heart of everything we do. We offer comprehensive resources designed to make home ownership simple and accessible for all. From understanding mortgage options to mastering home maintenance, House U provides the knowledge you need to make informed decisions with confidence. We host workshops and seminars, bringing together experts and community members to share insights and build a stronger, more informed community. Because when you're educated, you're empowered. House U, home ownership made simple for all. Visit our website or contact us today to start your journey with House U. Empower yourself with knowledge and embrace the joy of home ownership.
Thanks for your patience. Now back to our conversation.
Okay, so now we're back and we've been talking about RAS and how the system works, and let's take a second and then let's just breathe all that in. And you've spent about the last half hour doing something that most people, they never do. They don't do it in their entire lives. And it's learning how your brain is shaping not only your financial reality, but your reality, period. Right? And so let's just let that land for a second. Because right now, there is a version of you, the old you, that thought that money was all about hustle and strategy and spreadsheets, right? And I'm not saying that the math's not still the math, because it is, right? I mean, I work in a very practical field in mortgages, and that, yes, the math is the mask and the risk is the risk and all of those things. But now you know the truth. And what is the truth? The truth is that your brain is this crazy, powerful tool specifically for the financial space. And it's always been the crazy tool. It's just that your brain has a negative bias and it's been bent towards keeping you broke. And so the problem is that you were not taught how to use it. I mean, the reality is none of us were. In fact, even me, who works in the financial space, I had to kind of in a weird way, like stumble across it and keep asking questions to try to understand how it was that things like that were changing. And so your brain, your body, all of these things, right? Like we can work to align them and to get your mindset and your rewiring to a place where we literally can change the game for you. But you're going to have to take the first step. And the first step is understanding what the reticular activating system, your RAS, is. What is that? And then filtering it into your world and what you want. And these aren't decisions that I can make for you or your family can make, because it doesn't work that way. Because unless you can get your whole brain to really take hold and really make that your own, it's not going to land in the way that you think it will, right? And so we know that the RAS, it's already deciding what you notice and what you're going to miss. And we want it to be noticing the things that you actually want, the things that actually matter to you. That's what this is all about, right? And so this is the kicker. The RAS actually doesn't care what's true. There's not like something that's like, oh, well, this needs to be true or that needs to be true. Nope. It only cares about what you are telling it to look for. That's it. And right now, I can almost guarantee you that your RAS is looking for problems. It's looking for trouble. It's looking for scarcity. It's looking for all of these things that are keeping you stuck. And so again, we have to change that for you. So that's why, again, when you thought about buying the red car or bought the red car, you started seeing it everywhere. And when you're focusing on opportunities, like my example of I started focusing on speaking opportunities, all of a sudden, guess what? They started showing up for me. And so more money, more chances, more wins, but you're in control of that. And you've got to activate that RAS. And if you don't take these micro steps, these I'm going to wake up in the morning and spend 2 minutes visualizing, and then I'm going to spend another 5 minutes at night writing down my top 3 abundance pieces. If you're not doing that, then you're going to continue to be stuck until you can reshape the RAS. That's just the truth. And that's honestly what you got to decide. You got to decide if it's worth it or not to you to be reshaping that RAS. So we're going to break it down one last time. Now that we understand what our reticular activating system, the RAS, is, that it's your brain's filter, and you've learned how to train that filter with visualization, with clarity, with repetition and proof, right? Because that's really the steps there. And you've seen how even small daily shifts, like writing down those signs of abundance, imagining the unexpected income, doing the visualizations, can change the signals your brain starts looking for. So if you've been thinking to yourself, again, is that all it really takes? The answer is yes and no. But it's simple though. It's not passive. You still have to lead your brain though where it wants to go. That is the real work. And it's also where the fun begins. So what happens next and where you go from here is that you really need to commit to yourself that for a minimum of the next 7 days, but like I encourage you, 14 or 21 is even better, that you're going to look for money in every single form. If you find $1 on a sidewalk, it counts. If we got a compliment that reminded you of your worth, that counts, right? It's a form of currency, compliments. You got a random Venmo refund or something like that, that counts. You're not imagining it, you're training for it, you're looking for it. Because money always has been there. Your brain just didn't know what to look for. And if we stick with the challenge, and if you show up your brain that abundance is real and consistent and it's already showing up, then bigger opportunities and more money, it's going to just start to pop up, right? And because you are looking for it and you are training your brain to see it, it's going to be so much more obvious to you than it ever used to be. Because new clients, unexpected bonuses, resourceful solutions, all kinds of things that you didn't even realize were right in front of you, literally, practically staring you in the face. Yeah. And it's going to be game-changing. And I can't wait. And if you really need to take it a step farther, there's something that I've created called the Aligned Action Planner, which is going to take you through like a 14-day workbook of going ahead and looking for some of these money aspects. So we definitely can help you out with that and help you find that. And make sure that you are tuning in, because next week we are going to talk about money trauma. It is real. It is not just in your head. It is in your nervous system. And we're going to show you how to spot it, how it's been running the show, and how do you get your power back. So make sure you stay tuned for more episodes. So you think that trauma only lives in your body, but you need to think again, because guess what? It lives in your bank account too. And so financial trauma isn't just like a buzzword. It is a silent saboteur wrecking your relationships with money. And this is the hardest part, is that you may actually not even know it's there. So we live in a world today where trauma has definitely become a buzzword, right? We are now so much more familiar with emotional trauma, right? And trauma from our childhood and all these different kinds of trauma. But I don't really feel like anybody is talking about it from the financial aspect. And so we're going to talk a little bit about money trauma. And by the end of this episode, my goal is that you're going to recognize the hidden trauma loops that are keeping you stuck. And I want to show you one simple way to start breaking that cycle right now and today.